YouTube, this is Dave's Had Enough 187. This is a video to do with channel update. Changes in my channel for 2015. And another video from Dave. And yeah, pretty much I want to talk about some changes that will be happening to the channel starting now. And some changes that will be happening in 2015. Actually, stuff that I've been wanting to do with my channel, but just never really really did what I wanted to do with it. It started, but it still ain't where I want it to be. Alright, first off, changes that will be starting now, and really the main change that will be starting now. There will be no more drama on this channel. I am done with attacking people over, mainly it's just always starting over fucking video games. I get talking to some of these people, and I look at a lot of the people that I talk to on YouTube as actual friends. I don't look at it, as some dude on the internet. No, if I'm spending time talking to you on the phone or in PS4 party chat and I game with you often, I look at you as a friend. I'm not like some of these people. I never looked at it that way. And that's why sometimes when you see me get into like it with Nate or Clown Meat or David Maddox, it actually gets to where it's like it looks kind of like something I would do in real life, it's sad, but I've been there in real life, but actual fighting takes place too. But to me, this is all just getting ridiculous, like the whole thing, and I never wanted this channel to ever be looked at that way, like as a trolling channel, whatever you want to call it. It's always, I've done my gaming, but then all of a sudden it seems like every time I get out of a whole, there's the Nate situation, and that ended, then it goes back to gaming, and then all of a sudden the Clown Meat thing starts, and then that ends, and now here we are with David Maddox, and, this year since I've been doing YouTube, it's been on and off drama, it's always been gaming, but then here comes the drama. And I know a lot of people like this on YouTube, drama. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't like watching drama videos. I think some of this shit's real funny, and I still will watch drama videos. But on this channel, with me making videos, the videos I make, I'm not going to be attacking nobody no more, nothing like that. I think it's just getting ridiculous, and it's shit that shouldn't be, in the gaming community. I'm just saying, it takes place in the gaming community. There's nothing you can do about it. It's going to always happen, but I don't want to be a part of that. I'm saying? I don't want to be making that kind of content. So pretty much this channel, what it's going to be is a gaming channel as always, and it's going to be, I want to do my stuff with the Dave and Dirty Movie and Shows podcast. I want to expand that. I want to get some more guests on that show. I want to get that podcast going like the Dave's Had Enough show. And I want to continue to keep joining podcasts. Recently, One Stop for Gamers started a podcast on his channel, and he let me and Vexium Swift join, and we've been doing a podcast on One Stop for Gamers channel, and I've been really enjoying joining that podcast. It's just a fantastic podcast. I linked it with my channel. It's in my liked videos, so check that out. It's a really great podcast we did tonight, and I really enjoyed doing it. I'll be doing other podcasts like Bear Hugger 29. I join his podcast from time to time. Really enjoy that. And Real Gamer 27, he started a podcast. I wanted to join tonight, man, but after One Stop for Gamers podcast, I just going back to back to another podcast. I had to eat, and then I had to help my neighbor's son with his tablet. He still didn't get all the games he wanted, and he don't know how to, download anything, and he don't know how to use passwords for Google Play and all that shit, so I was helping him with that and cooking, and I just couldn't jump from podcast to podcast, but I will for sure join your podcast next week. I really enjoy your channel. You have some great content, and I really appreciate all the support you've been giving me lately and joining my podcast, but for sure next week I will join your podcast. Pretty much, other than that, and everybody too, I appreciate One Stop for Gamers, Bear Hugger 29, everybody, everybody that has been helping me out on YouTube and watching my videos and, letting me be a guest of their podcast. I really do appreciate it. I wish I could name everybody, but I'm just, this isn't really a shout out video. This is just to talk about some changes to my channel and something I really want to address. Alright, so yeah, all that stuff will be coming in 2015. Not the, like, all the other stuff started now, but like the ones that I've been doing his podcast and all that, but like the movies and shows, the Dave and Dirty Movie and Shows podcast, that will start back up in 2015, and it'll go, I'm going to try to get it to where I want to get it. Like, we've been, dipping and dabbing in it a little bit, but I really didn't get it to go consistent, and I want to really expand that podcast where I get some guests on there with me and Old Dirty, and really, get that to where I have the Dave's Had Enough show. The Dave's Have Enough show, I think I'm on like episode 30 something, and that has came a long way from the Dave and Meat show. The Dave and Meat show is pretty much a gaming podcast mixed trolling podcast where, it was all over the place. It was a great podcast. I really enjoyed doing it with Clown Meat at the time before all this shit happened with him. And then when I made the Dave's Had Enough show, it was like a gaming podcast completely. From time to time, we mention things that, we'll talk, somebody in the podcast will mention somebody and they'll talk about them. You can't help that. That's going to happen regardless. But me making a video, and attacking somebody, that will not take place on this channel anymore. And if anybody subscribed to me for that, I'm sorry, I'm not doing it no more. I really would appreciate you if you still stay subscribed, but I would understand if you unsub. Some people just want drama. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say, hey, I don't like drama. Everybody likes fucking drama. Everybody likes to watch a fucking train wreck. And just saying, it's the truth. But this whole thing with David Maddox, what this all is was a bunch of miscommunication. When I first made my first video, what I didn't think it was bad. When I mentioned the whole thing about what he sent me on Sony, the form, and what he said afterward. But now talking to him tonight on the telephone, what I did in that video was wrong. And I took that video down along with the other ones I made of David Maddox. There's a lot of miscommunication. It was when I did the first video, he got upset what I said, and I understand that now. And then when he did his video, I got upset because I thought he was literally putting out, making fun of my drug problems that I had in the past when he was talking to me about the same thing that he had problems with. So I took it like that, and then I made my video and went the whole Dave way about doing stuff and got all crazy in the video saying some mean shit. And some shit that really wasn't even true. I added on to shit that really wasn't even really what really went on. The dude don't leave needles around his kids and all that shit. And, he is prescribed Adderall and Suboxone. I'm subscribed to Suboxone too. He's subscribed to it too. But I made everything sound a lot worse. I'm sorry for that. It was over a whole miscommunication. I was, mad I didn't even review my first video. I just put the video up, let it go, and then when I did that response video to his video, it was all out of me being like, oh, I just seen things like this dude just attacked me for, I was seeing it like I didn't do anything wrong, which I did do something wrong. I took our conversation public, and he don't like that type of shit, so I respect him for that. And I'm sorry, man. I did say that on the phone, and we're friends now. Everything is cool, back to normal, and pretty much that's all there is to do with that. And yeah, that's my changes to my channel. I'm sorry if, people like when I go fucking off on somebody and all that. I'm just not doing that. I know a lot of people love the Nate shit. That was like one of the things that people loved, and I just... I don't think it's right. I feel bad about that, to be honest with you. I don't, Clown Meat, on the other hand, that dude was somebody that was calling me his, brother and shit, and then he went and attacked me, did a video, which I didn't find nothing bad with in the beginning of the video, but at the end, when he called Old Dirty a nigger, I didn't have no respect for him after that, and I still don't know what that was all over, that whole thing. What I'm assuming that was over, maybe he was mad because I was talking to David Maddox and League of Winning, and I didn't see nothing wrong with these dudes. They didn't do nothing to me, and I wasn't just going to attack somebody just to attack somebody, for the hell of it, just because they're my buddies. I'm not going to agree with Clown Meat what they're doing. So I'm gathering that's what that was over, and, it did give a little bit of, maybe this whole thing with subs and views. I don't know. That's what I was getting from that. And I think Clown Meat, another thing too, besides the whole David Maddox and League of Winning, him thinking that because I talked to them and they didn't like them, they all hate each other. Maybe Clown Meat thought, I was going behind his back or something. I don't know. But I think the main thing too, what I think, is I think Clown Meat always said he didn't want to be in the gaming community, and, after the whole Nate thing, he didn't want really nobody subscribing to him from that. Maybe him befriending me was a way out of the gaming community. Kind of like how Nate used to think if he's on that console, he can only talk to them people. Not bringing Nate up or anything, but I'm trying to give you an example. Maybe Clown Meat was thinking like that, but I have no idea. I'm just guessing. But from now on, I don't care if Clown Meat, I hear recently he hasn't been on YouTube. He can come back with a million videos about me. I don't give a shit. I'm done with the drama. Just moving forward, wanting to do what I want to do with my channel to expand it, get it going, just have fun. It is what it is. That's my video. I just want to address some things with the changes that will be going on now and the changes that come in 2015. Thank you, YouTube. More videos to come.